What's going on, ballers? Thanks so much for tuning in again, and welcome back to another BigJBasketball box break video. We are not breaking a box today. This is going to be our National Sports Collectors Convention preview video. So filming this in advance, by the time this airs, I might already be at the National, or I'll try and get this up on Tuesday if I can, so it comes out a day before the National. But I wanted to talk a little bit about, what cards I'm bringing, what I'm going to be trying to trade, what I'm going to be trying to sell, what I'm going to be grading, and what I'm going to be looking for. So if you have not subscribed to the channel yet, go ahead and hit the subscribe button, click that bell for notifications so you get notified whenever we post new stuff, which is pretty much all the time, always add new content to the channel. But first things first, let's go ahead and talk about what we're going to be grading at the National. So big stack of cards here that I'm going to be dropping off either with a group submitter, with PSA, or with BGS. Not a whole lot of stuff in here that I'm going to be grading to try and sell or flip. A lot of this is PC cards. I really want to take advantage of the $18 per card submission fee for the national special that PSA is running. There are also some cards in here that I just didn't want to send through the mail for whatever reason, if they're rare or valuable or things that are going to be hard to replace if, God forbid, something actually happened to the mail. But I felt a little more comfortable bringing some of these in person to drop off instead of sending through the mail. So let's quickly go through the things we'll be looking to grade. So really the only two non-PC cards for the most part are these two Curry cards that we recently hit on the channel. This Obsidian. This card looked perfect to me. I know die cuts are tough to grade and at 9 would not surprise me, but I looked over this card over and over and over again. I really can't find a flaw, so I'm hoping we get a 10 on this one. Photogenic, no issues on the edges, corners, surface, front and back look great. I don't know how they judge centering on these. It looks like it might be a little off center, thick on top and thin on the bottom. But again, I don't know how they judge centering on these, and I doubt there's been a ton of these graded yet. So we'll see. I would love to get 10s on both of these, obviously, but 9s would not shock me. Okay, here are some PC cards that I did not want to send through the mail. So this is pretty much most of the big cards in my John Wallace collection. 97 PMG, probably a top 5 most valuable card ungraded in my entire collection, just because these the prices have gone up so much on these. Championship PMG and then 98 PMG. So the 3 PMGs, they're going to be really rough on these. I'm not expecting high grades. I really just want to get them authenticated and slabbed. You can see lots of chipping, edge issues down here, chipping there, chipping all on the right edge. I would be ecstatic if this got a 6. I don't think it's going to. I think it's probably going to get a 4 or a 5. Same thing on these. I just know this top left corner is pretty wrecked up there, and on the back there's a bunch of chipping around the bottom here, edge chipping there. Same thing with this PMG. This bottom left corner is really screwed up. Lots of chipping on the back. Not a ton of chipping on the back of this one, but definitely chipping on that corner too. So not expecting big grades. Honestly, if I get 4s and 5s, it's not a big deal to me. I just want to get them slabbed. Ultra All-Stars Gold. Now we're looking into some stuff that actually might grade pretty well. I don't really know how they grade these cards, what they look for. But in the general things, looking at corners, edges, surface, I didn't see any issues on this card at all. Super, super, super rare. If I can get a high grade on this, it might be like, I'll have to check the pop reports. I doubt there's a lot of 9s and 10s on this card, but to get one of the only 9s or 10s, if I could somehow manage a 10 on this, and if there's some crazy person out there that's trying to put this set together in a PSA 10, and I have the only one, might be kind of cool to see what I could get for it. Not that I'd ever sell it, PC card forever for sure, but it'd be really awesome to have this, probably very low pop in a high grade. Same thing here, 24 karat gold from Fleer Brilliance, numbered to 24, insanely rare card. These never pop up. Same thing with this one, Fleer 61. This one's numbered out of 61, so not as rare as the 24 karat gold, but still, these cards never pop up. And again, this one, looked over it a bunch of times, multiple times, couldn't really find any issues. Even on the back, looked great, no edge corner issues or anything. So I'd love to have this one in a high grade. This one would probably get a 9 at best, just because it's off center. It's a little skinny here and the fat on the right. But other than that minor centering issue, didn't really see any major issues with this card. So that could potentially grade pretty high as well. Ginobili, I'm going to get some PC stuff graded on these two. Here's a white refractor. This one's numbered to 249. Not expecting a high grade, maybe an 8, just because it's definitely off center on the front. And it's hard to see here, but there was a tiny little surface scratch right here. I doubt it'll show up in the video. But other than that, edges, corners looked really good. I would love to get a 9 on this, but I don't know how they're going to grade that kind of minuscule surface mark there that you can't really see. Could get a 9 if they don't really grade that tough, but maybe an 8 if they consider that plus a centering. Another Ginobili rookie, finest refractor. This one is super clean on the front. On the back, numbered to 250. Little bit of a issue here in the corner, a little bit of edge chipping down there. So hoping for a 9 on that one. Innovation stained glass, hoping for a 10 on this one. I saw a PSA 10 of one of these cards recently sold for like $250, so it'd be awesome to get a 10 in that. And then all the Ginobili gold refractors, these are all going to be getting dropped off at PSA. We got the 03, 04, 04, 05, and 05, 06 from Topps Chrome, and then Bowman Chrome we got in, what is this, 05, 06, I think, or 06, yeah, 05, 06 Bowman Chrome, and then 08, 09 Bowman Chrome, and this one is jersey numbered, 20 out of 50. So getting all these gold refractors graded. Again, probably not going to get any 10s on these. If these stay between 8s and 9s, I'll be happy. Hopefully I can get some 9s on some of the better centered ones. Another run I'm bringing to the show, all my morning Flair Legacy collections. 96, 97, 97. I think is this also 97? Yeah, I got a bunch of the 97s, and then 98, 2 of these. So hopefully I can find more of these raw at this show. If I do, I'll probably drop those off as well. But for sure, dropping these 6 off. Again, not super concerned with the grades. Would love to get high grades, but more looking to just get those slabbed for protection. Kobe, we got some more Kobe rookies to Flair Showcase. Obviously, these are not the Legacy collection. Those would be much more expensive cards, base cards. Those are going in. Fleer Metal, Upper Deck. I looked through all my Kobe's. These were the only ones that really looked like they had a chance at 9 or better. So I'm hoping for 9s, at least 9s on all of these. A 10 would be awesome, obviously. But the rest of my Kobe rookies were probably all 8s or lower, so not going to bring those. Second year, or maybe third year, depending on how you consider his SPX card. His 97, if that's a rookie or not, that's up for debate. But this is the second XPX card that exists. The gold parallel, and these golds from this year are actually more rare than the golds from the previous year. So this second year gold is actually a lot more rare than his first year gold. And this one looked in really good shape. The front is absolutely perfect, no issues whatsoever. The back, a little bit of white along the edge, a little bit of white down there, just very minuscule amounts of white in a couple areas. They used to be more lenient on some of these. I know I've seen Spurs Cards 21 submit some of these SPX cards and gotten grades that were a little bit lower than he had hoped, and I'm thinking the same thing may happen here. I doubt these little edge issues are bad enough to bring this down to an 8. So definitely hoping for a 9 on this. I've even seen 10s that, I mean, it's almost impossible to find one of these cards that doesn't have at least a little bit of white on the edges. Usually most of these are just completely wrecked on these side edges. So a 10 would be amazing. Not really expecting that. That would be a shock. Hoping for a 9 for sure on that one. And then we got our Kobe autos. So I had been wanting to grade these for a while, but just was scared to send them through the mail. Got our Clear Vision status. This one's numbered to 119. This is actually the pink parallel, numbered only 25. So this one's really short print. I think at best these probably get 9s. Nothing major on either of these, just, kind of the usual sort of whiting around some of the edges. They're both thicker cards. I know thicker cards are always tough to grade, so that's why I figured 9 at best. Obviously would love a 10. This one I think has a legitimate shot at a 10. I looked over this card 10 different times, at all different points, because I was always considering sending it in. Front and back just looked perfect. Edges, corners, surface. I couldn't find an issue anywhere on this card. So, and I'm going to get the auto graded as well too. So I'm hoping for a double 10-10 on this one. 10 on the card, 10 on the auto. Then a couple cards going to BGS, only 2. If you missed submission video I did a while ago, I did send a glass card, the Devin Booker one, from this same Absolute set over to BGS, hoping for either a 10 pristine or a 10 black label. Well, I think I put this card in here backwards. I'll worry about that later. This is actually the front of the card. Sometimes you can't tell on these glass ones, but hoping for either 10 pristines or black label 10s on both of these. Again, couldn't find any issues on either of these cards. So at worst case scenario, these should be 9.5 true gem pluses, but would love to see some pristines or black labels on those. So that's everything I'm grading. We're already 10 minutes in, so I'll try and speed this up if I can, but those are all the cards to grade. Next, let's look at some cards I'll be bringing for either trade bait or maybe to sell, or trade up to cards I'm looking for, or different cards. So we got just I'm not bringing everything I own, obviously. Trying to bring stuff that's at least like in the $40, $50 range and up. So we got a LeBron second year Topps Chrome, 2018 Optic Hollow, 2018 Mosaic Prism. We got a couple Marvels, Giannis, LeBron. These are probably all, I don't think these are maybe in the 40, 50 range. This Marvels is maybe about 80 bucks. And then we got our Cade Cunningham Green Pulsar pulled out of a blaster, number to 25. I still have seen, I have this up on eBay at a high price. No one really bid on it or threw any decent offers. So I'll bring this at a national and see what I can get for it. Maybe between 50 and 100 bucks. Same thing here, maybe between 50 and 100 for the Giddy, number to 99, probably closer to 50. Iverson auto, pulled this out of a Court Kings box. This is actually like between 150, 175, number to 99. Some stuff, I'd be looking more to trade up to either the better cards in players that these same players or other players that I collect. So we got like a KD on-card auto to 25, another KD number to 25 on-card with game-worn jersey. Another one number to 35 on-card auto, game-worn jersey. So I would probably, if I'm going to move these, it would probably be into a different KD. Maybe I'm trading up, trying to get a better card. Same thing with the Giannis's. On-card Contenders auto to 99, still encased by Panini. On-card Revolution auto. And then a really big one right here. Number 25 game-worn patch with the on-card auto, still encased by Panini. So not really dying to move. A lot of, some of the better autos there. But obviously bringing them just in case there's something out there that piques my interest. Just want to make sure I have as much as possible for trade bait. Here's some that I would definitely consider moving. These first few aren't really PC cards for me. So we got a Dame PSA 9 rookie. This is a tough grade. There's not a lot of 10s out here, so the mint 9 is pretty good. Got a Jamal Murray Gold Wave PSA 10. Lucas second year Silver PSA 10. Recently showed off this Curry Blue Shimmer number to 13 PSA 10. LeBron Fast Break Flashback PSA 10. So not really needing to hold on to any of those for any reason. This one I want to hold on to, but I'd only consider trading if it was for maybe a different parallel. The red, white, and blue is not my favorite parallel in Prism, but this is a really hard card to gem, very low percentage getting 10s. But if there's maybe a silver or like an orange ice or something kind of cool, might be interested in trading up for one of those. Same thing here. Showed this off in a mail data recently. I'm pretty sure this is one of those backdoored copies of the Century Marks that's just not numbered. Doesn't have the Skybox autographic stamp on it either. So would consider trading maybe this one for a genuine version of that pack pulled card. Same thing with all these Kobe's, mint 9, if I could trade up to throw in some other things and some cash, maybe to trade up to a 10. Same thing here, 8, maybe trade up to a 9. Trade up to a 9 on this one, and maybe trade up to like a PSA 9 or something on this one. So these are all, wouldn't be selling any of these. These are kind of all trade up cards. And then the last stack that I want to show of that I'm not sure if I'm bringing or not yet, potential trade up or trade bait potentially, Kabooms. So I got 11 Kabooms here, all graded from the 2013 set. So we got like a mint 9 Dirk. This still the most, by far the most valuable card in my collection. This Gem Mint 10 Curry. Tim Duncan Kaboom 8. D Wade mint 9. Kobe, my second most valuable card in my collection, mint 9. Harden mint 9. AD, somehow this one got a 7. I don't know how that happened, but Durant 8, Kyrie mint 9, LeBron 8, probably the third most valuable card in my collection. So you can see the top 3 most valuable cards in my collection are all from these Kabooms, and then a Dame 8. The reason I'm hesitant about these is because there's 9 cards left in the set that I don't have yet that are still at PSA. That shipment or that submission is in QA2, so it's almost done. So I really want to just complete the set and have all 20 cards PSA graded. Like I said, that last submission's in QA2 right now, so it should be done any day. And I would like to at least just have the complete set before I move any of these. But again, you never know what's going to be at the National. I might see some insanely rare card that I've never seen before that I'll never have a chance to get again. And Kabooms would certainly be good trade bait for that. So for the most part, this is everything I'm bringing. As far as what I'm looking for, you guys know my PC players. I'm looking for rare and hard to find stuff of Alonzo Mourning, Manu Ginobili, John Wallace, even Kobe, KD to a lesser extent, just because those are going to be more expensive. If anybody has any of those that they're trying to move. I'll show off 2 cards real quick. I was going to wait for the next mail day to show these off, but these just came in pretty recently. Alonzo Mourning is in the new Prism product, and of course that means I guess I got to try and chase the rainbow. I don't know if I'll chase it as hard as I did in 2019, where I got every card, I think, except for 5 of them. I think I have everything except there's 3 different 101s, which I don't have, and I think 2 other cards that I never got from 2019. But I'll give it a shot at this one. We'll see how far I can go. We got an Orange Wave numbered to 60 so far, and this Green Shimmer, which is super rare, numbered 1 of 5. There was actually 2 Green Shimmers at auction, almost like only a couple days apart, that must have both gotten ripped out of first off the line boxes right around the same time. So if I see more parallels of these, I'll probably be chasing them. And like I said, other rare cards of my PC players I'll be going after. I'll also be looking for any kinds of unopened sealed wax to bring stuff back. Hopefully have some cool stuff to rip for the channel. And that's pretty much it. So looking forward to going to the National. Can't wait to do some recap videos when I get back, showing pickups, showing what I moved, deals I made, things like that. So hope this was helpful and informative. Maybe not super helpful if you're not going to the National, but if you are going to the National and you're interested in any of these cards I showed off that I'm potentially bringing as trade bait, go ahead and let me know. Maybe we could, make a deal there at the National. I will be the tall guy with the red, white, and blue headband and just the worst, most pathetic little man bun you've ever seen. So I shouldn't be too difficult to spot. So hope to see you guys there. If you are going to the National and want to reach out to me ahead of time, go ahead and shoot me a DM on Instagram. And hopefully we can meet up and get some deals done during the show. But that's going to be it for today. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you all on the next video.